we are studying, and we're developing an understanding of forgiveness. But with that, it's important to know how God feels about forgiveness. It's important to understand how God acknowledges forgiveness. Go to Mark chapter 11 and verse number 24. Mark 11 and verse number 24. We're a Bible reading group, so we're going to read Mark 11 and verse number 24. Mark 11 and verse number 24. You have your Bible? Cool.
Yeah.
Mark 11 and verse number 24. You got it? Say, I got it.
I got it.
If you don't, say, hold up.
Hold it.
All right. Mark 11 and verse number 24. We're going to read down. We're in the King James Version this week. Mark 11 verses 24 through 26. You got to say, I got it.
I got it.
Verse number 24. Let's read. Therefore I say unto you, come on.
What things soever you desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall ask them.
25.
And when ye stand praying, forgive.
Stop. When you stand praying, speak in tongues real loud.
No.
No, forgive.
What's it say?
Forgive.
When you stand praying, keep all that foolishness that you had in your mind before you got up to pray.
Forgive.
When you stand praying, do what?
Forgive.
Keep reading.
If ye have aught against me.
If you have a problem with somebody. Okay? And when you stand praying, forgive. If you have an ought against any. Keep reading.
That your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses.
26 is what I want. Read.
But if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive you.
Wait a minute. So, here's the thing. It says, when you pray, you say, I can believe on anything and I'll get it. But he says, when you stand praying, forgive if somebody has an ought against you. But if you don't forgive, I can't forgive you. That's what God says. When faith is present, but forgiveness is absent, you're offering an unacceptable prayer. How many prayers went unheard because you didn't forgive somebody? How many prayers did God say, I don't want that because you ain't deal with them yet? That's what you got to understand. When faith is present, but forgiveness is absent, you are offering an unacceptable prayer. So what Jesus is showing us, I think I got that fast. What Jesus is showing us is that he says, not only does holding grudges, it may impact somebody a little bit. Holding grudges affects you more than it affects somebody else. It blocks your connection with God. That's what it does. So, here's what I want you to understand. No matter how we were hurt, no matter when we were hurt, some of the deepest wounds are created by fellow worshipers, brothers who cause bruises, and sisters who cause scars. Some of the deepest wounds that you will ever experience are from church folk, brothers and sisters. Not necessarily natural brothers and sisters, but people who you are close to, people who you have interpersonal communications with. Those are some of the most deepest scars. One of the greatest stories, though, and this is what we're going to be building for about the next 20 minutes. One of the greatest stories when it comes to bitterness, and one of the greatest stories when it comes to forgiveness, is the story of Joseph. I want everybody to go to Genesis 37. Can anybody tell me who Joseph is? Yeah, he was a son. Can anybody tell me who Joseph was? Yeah.
Was he on the 12 brothers, right?
He was one of the 12, right?
He was the favorite son that received the coat of many colors.
Favorite son, coat of many colors, good.
Genesis what?
Who was Joseph? 37.
His brothers betrayed him.
Brothers betrayed him. Who was Joseph? Here you go. Yes, yes. Joseph was the 11th child of a man by the name of Jacob. He was a dreamer. He was the 11th son of Jacob. He was the first child really, of a woman by the name of Rachel. Jacob, or rather Joseph was Jacob's favorite son because Jacob was an old man when he had Joseph, which means he wasn't shooting blanks. So,
I was sitting by your cipher when this ill kicking snare jumped into my head and started punching up in there until my cerebellum started rebelling and transformed my normal